the girl suddenly raised the wooden hammer. She smashed it down on the Buddha statue she had bought for 20 million yuan. This action left everyone present stunned. But just as everyone thought the girl had lost her mind, a magical scene unfolded. The statue's originally dull outer shell slowly peeled off, revealing a translucent jadeite Buddha inside. The experts and scholars on the scene were shocked beyond words, and even more confused about how such a young girl knew the statue hid a secret. Little did they know, the girl was a princess from ancient times who had traveled through time. A few days earlier, she had helped her adoptive father expose her stepmother's affair with his uncle, resulting in the uncle being driven out of the family by her great-grandfather. To show his gratitude, the adoptive father took the girl to an auction to buy her a gift. When the girl learned that the auction items were related to her dynasty, she came out of curiosity to take a look. However, she didn't expect to run into her uncle and stepmother as soon as she arrived. The two shamelessly showed off, claiming they were now openly together, and that the stepmother was pregnant with the uncle's child. Her great-grandmother valued the family bloodline most. If they could buy a fine auction item for her today, perhaps the uncle could be taken back into the family. The girl and her adoptive father were furious upon hearing this, and immediately decided to stop their scheme. Soon, the auction officially began. The first item up for bid was an ancient porcelain piece. When they saw an antique appraisal expert preparing to buy it, the uncle immediately thought it was a valuable item and joined the bidding. Seeing this, the adoptive father asked the girl if she liked the porcelain. If she did, he would buy it no matter the cost. However, relying on her experience of seeing countless treasures, the girl could tell at a glance that the porcelain vase was problematic. She not only declined her adoptive father's kindness, but also kindly advised the appraisal expert not to bid on it. The expert was distracted for a moment, and the vase was bought by the uncle for 8 million yuan. The expert blamed the girl for interfering with him because of this. At that moment, the uncle came over to show off the vase. The expert couldn't help but ask to take the vase and examine it closely, but after looking carefully, he realized the antique was indeed flawed. After checking the loose signature at the bottom of the vase, he became even more certain it was a fake. Upon hearing this, the uncle and stepmother were instantly dumbfounded. They accused the expert of why he had bought it if he knew it was a fake. However, the expert helplessly replied, "From a distance, the vase really does look like an authentic piece." As he spoke, he couldn't help but praise the girl for her sharp eye. Seeing this, the uncle was furious. He accused the auction house of selling fake goods, but was told that his own poor judgment had nothing to do with the auction house. Helpless, the uncle had to swallow his anger. At that moment, the next auction item was brought out. It was a clay Buddha statue, but the girl recognized it immediately. This Buddha statue was a birthday gift she had received 1,000 years ago. Inside it was actually a jadeite Buddha carved by imperial craftsmen. She immediately told her adoptive father to buy it. Unexpectedly, she was stopped by the expert, who said that although the Buddha statue was from ancient times, it had no collection value. Seeing this, the uncle and stepmother also thought the girl didn't know what she was talking about, but noticing how determined she was to get it, the uncle deliberately messed around by continuously bidding, forcing the girl to finally buy the Buddha statue for 20 million yuan. Upon seeing this, the uncle and stepmother immediately mocked the girl and her father for suffering a huge loss this time. Hearing their taunts, the girl deliberately teased the uncle, "Do you dare to bet with me that this Buddha statue is worth far more than 20 million yuan? The uncle immediately agreed, saying that if the girl won, he would pay the 20 million for her, but if she lost, she and her father would have to kneel down and apologize to him in public. Trusting the girl, the adoptive father immediately agreed to the bet. In the next second, the girl picked up the hammer and smashed the statue's outer shell. A translucent jadeite Buddha was revealed. After examining it, the expert directly stated that its value was no less than 50 million yuan. Seeing this, the uncle collapsed. He tried to quietly slip away with his stepmother, but was stopped by the onlookers who told him to fulfill the bet. Helpless, he had to obediently hand over 20 million yuan.